week one, right? But it's just about somehow finding a way to get a W.
Yep.
Play through all the adversity. We'll work on things. We'll get so much better between week one and week two. They always say most of your improvement comes from between week one and week two. But now it's just a matter of just making one more play than the other guy to get the W in the column. Foley to kick. Williams is waiting for it. High kick by Foley. Williams back to his 34 where he fair catches it. 42-yard kick for Foley, no return. Boston College will have 39 seconds. No timeouts on the board. And a kicker who's never made a field goal at the college level.
And that right there, that huddle doesn't look to me like it's a, hey, we're just going to take a knee type huddle.
That's a supremely confident quarterback in Castellanos who thinks he can make something happen here in 39 seconds. We talk about this a lot. A lot of it is predicated on the first play, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You'll get a sense of what they're going to look to do.
Can you get 10 or 12 yards on the first play to give you some belief you can get it done? Castellanos will throw it. Flush to the near side. Tried to get it to Williams at midfield. Goes incomplete. Only 6 seconds went off the clock.
Clock will stop on a first down. Clock will stop if ball carrier goes out of bounds.
And on an incompletion, as we just saw there. Second down and 10, 33 to go. Castellanos throws it out of bounds.
If I'm Boston College offensively, I'm taking the entire play clock here and letting my wide receivers catch their breath. Those last routes, they were run by tired wide receivers, but Boston College is deciding, hey, we're just going to get up on the line of scrimmage and snap it with 20 seconds left.
Castellanos couldn't hit Bond over the middle. So 3 straight incompletions. And with 21 seconds left, now Boston College is going to have to punt the ball away.
Pretty good ball by Castellanos too, but again, you're running plays a little bit too fast, in my opinion, on the offensive side. The clock is stopped. We're not going to confuse the defense. Let's get our wide receivers a little bit of a rest. Either way, great stop by NIU defensively. Man, this is a back and forth game.
Yeah, Candati did a great job in the first half, hitting Northern Illinois deep. Now he needs a big kick, and that's a good one.
Ooh.
Just out of bounds. Rutkowitz has no chance at a return there.
It looked good, but looked good.
Still at the 34, though.
Yeah.
Take some time off the clock. You don't give Rutkowitz a chance to make a special play.
No, in this, to me, you go out there, I think 15 seconds left in the game, 1 timeout left. You take a shot to the sideline on the first play.
Their kicker now has a big leg. Jake Seibert can hit a 55-yard field goal if they give him a chance.
You can. And you want to try to hold on to that 1 timeout in case you do get into field goal range, because you want to be able to take that timeout, not have to rush your field goal team on the field. They get set.
You essentially need 30 yards.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to get a big chunk on this first play and then see where you are.
And they told us that Seibert, their kicker, they'll put him out there from 55 yards away.
Yeah, he can boom it. Rutkowitz makes the catch. Clock will temporarily stop.
It
didn't. Now it does. I think about 2 seconds ran off the clock, more than they would have liked. Lombardi, now with 3 seconds, he's going to have to go to the end zone. And he does just that. Sets it up. That was close. Holy cow. I mean, Grayson Barnes was down there. Take another look at this. This was a lot closer than I think anybody would have bargained for.
Yeah, you get nervous. as a defensive coordinator saying, what is there a guy doing behind my defenders? And that, I mean, that was
a yard away from being a touchdown.
It was.
It's academic now. 21-all. We head to overtime here in Chestnut Hill. Snacks ready, Mark, and I know you've got some on the set there in Blacksburg. Settle in for this overtime. You got the captains at midfield with our coin toss with our referee, Billy Williams.
And as you hear the explanation of the overtime rules, here they are. Each team gets possession from the opponent's 25-yard line. In the first 2 OTs, read the rest after that. That was the change a couple of years ago. Last year, they attempted 2-point conversion after a touchdown, and then alternating 2-point conversion starting the third overtime. See if Chris can last that long without snacks in the booth.
Kelsey, send me some of your snacks.
Yep.
Two supremely confident quarterbacks right now. I mean, you know, Rocky Lombardi, great high school wrestler. Looks like he could be a WWF wrestler right now. From Iowa. In his 7th year, he's 25 years old. He's a coach on the field. And then on the flip side of that, it's Thomas Castellanos, who's at his coming out party this afternoon here at Chestnut Hill. His team down 21-7, and he put him on his back in the second half.
Yeah, he sure did. And you know, this is a team that came out flat. Boston College came out flat, and there was a spark with Castellanos, and that spark has turned into a flame. And that 4th down conversion where he scrambled around and hit Lewis Bond, that was a moment his teammates believed in him. Now they need belief now.
BC will get the ball first. So an advantage, a slight advantage in this case for the Huskies, because once they get it on offense, they'll know what they have to do. Garwo in the backfield with Castellanos. They'll hand it to him. Garwo powers his way up the middle, gets it down to the 20. 5 yards, good pickup on first.
And that's what Boston College wants to be. They want to be that power run game. And how dangerous can Castellanos be, too, if they do establish that power run game, the boot game? I mean, his ability to move and to throw on the run, as this offense develops throughout the season, that is going to be a big part of this game. Overload, unbalanced look.
Again to Garwo. Runs through the back of his offensive lineman and can't get going. He'll even lose a yard.
Good stop up front by Northern Illinois.
Ron Gilbert, part of that group, putting the stop to Garwo. So it's now 3rd down and 6. That great run on 1st down to give him 5 yards, nullified on that defensive stand on 2nd down. See the rushing yards fairly even in this game.
They've yet to go to Joe Griffin at the top of the screen in the red zone.
Castellanos is looking that way. Now he goes to Griffin off his hands, incomplete. Bird on the coverage brings up 4th down.
Good coverage by Bird and good pass by Castellanos, but another drop for Boston College's wide receiving core. Again, you're out there as the #1 target, the #1 receiver. You got to catch those balls, not only just to get better field position, but also to have defenses shift over to you. Kyle Hergerl runs on late. Not a great sign, and here it is.
First field goal attempt at the college game for Liam Connor. It'll be 39 yards. Snap and hold are good. Connor puts a foot into it, and he gets it through. Big kick from Liam Connor. Puts BC up 3 in this first overtime.
That's huge for Liam Connor. Think about the nerves. Doing something you don't normally do, and with extreme confidence, puts it through, and now we're in a situation where NIU has the ability to score a touchdown and win this one.
17th straight point scored by BC in this game. And it's their first lead of the afternoon. Now it all falls back on Rocky Lombardi's shoulders. They'll go the same direction. Ontario Brown is back in the game. Remember, he got it banged up a little bit earlier on his right ankle.
Confusion up top by the defensive backfield. Yep, and Boston College is calling a timeout. You saw Elijah Jones and Jalen Cheek talking to each other, not knowing what they were doing.
Well, better to call a timeout there than to make a mistake that cost you the game, that's for sure. Let's take a look at our Saturday MVP. It's brought to you by Sport Clips. And it's going to be Tommy Castellanos. Off the bench today, Mark, and really lit a spark under this team.
Yeah, and those rushing yards, they came at key moments, right? He didn't just go out there and run all over the place, but he made plays with his legs that didn't necessarily show up as rushing yardage. But that huge fourth down conversion, putting the ball in the end zone, he sparked this comeback, and BC's in the lead because of that man.
Lombardi under center. Brown is tailback. Play action. Lombardi going to the end zone. Just overshoots his receiver, Grayson Barnes. Jalen Cheek on coverage for the Eagles.
Lombardi had him. He had his wide receiver behind the defender. That's what happens sometimes in this Boston College defense. I mean, they're going to play hard press man regardless of situation.
Rutkowitz in motion to the bottom of your screen. Now he comes back. Lombardi looking to throw. Oh, nice job by the fullback to bring that one in inside the 10. Brock Lampy.
Brock Lampy, fullback. Jalen Blackwell, number 8's got to have eyes on the underneath targets, and Brock Lampy does a great job of securing the football. And big boy running.
First and goal at the 9. Gavin Williams in the backfield with Lombardi.
Davis Patterson, bottom of your screen, 6'4", 200-pound wide receiver.
They give it to Williams. Tries to stretch it outside. Inside the 5, down to the 1.
Great patience. Great vision by Gavin Williams.
They're looking to go quickly. Touchdown wins it for Northern Illinois. Lombardi at the end zone.
Game
Touchdown.
over. Rocky Lombardi, the 7th-year quarterback. When it comes to crunch time, keep it in his hands. Fast to the line of scrimmage. Good job getting pad level low. And let's see if we can see that ball cross the plane.
There's a lot of girth on that pile, man. I don't know if you're going to be able to see anything.
No, and see him come down. Not enough to overturn it.
The official on the far side was first to signal. He saw enough of it to tell him that that ball had crossed the plane. There's the ball. All it's got to do is just touch that white part, go over the top of that invisible plane that extends skyward.
There it is. see it right down the bottom of your screen here. There's the football. It looks like that wrist comes down right on the line. And it's tough to tell, but I have a hard time overturning that.
We'll get the final word from Billy Williams.
After review, it's been determined the ruling on the field stands touchdown. Game is over.
Big win for the MAC. Big win for Northern Illinois. Coach Hammock does it again, like he did 2 years ago in Atlanta to Georgia Tech. Comes into an ACC stadium and pulls the upset.
Really good play, sticking to the game plan by Thomas Hammock, running the football behind the pads of his power running game. Ontario Brown goes down. Gavin Williams steps up, and Rocky Lombardi finishes the job.
Those Husky fans that made the trip here to Chestnut Hill rewarded. That's going to wrap it up for us. For Mark Kurtzlick and Ashley Stroheim, I'm Chris Cotter saying so long from Chestnut Hill. Let's get you to Pittsburgh for Wofford and Pitt.